Hey everyone, I'm Eternunique.
And I'm Matt from MattsLPAdventures.
And today we have a special unboxing for you as we finally got our Switch 2 console and a couple accessories.
Yeah, we didn't get the Switch 2 right at launch. We had to wait a couple days because shipping was taking a little bit. But
Thanks, Best Buy.
Yeah, thank you. But we did manage to get a couple accessories on a couple games at launch, namely the NSL GameCube controller, the Pro controller, Mario Kart World, and Bravely Default.
Which is the game you were looking forward to.
And we also have Cyberpunk coming in, but it's going to be here in a couple days, so. Before we unbox this, I have to give a big thank you to our friend Ethan. He goes by Tover87 on YouTube, and he really helped us get this console. For the longest time, we didn't know if we could get it at launch. I wasn't worried about it if we couldn't. I would have, waited. But he helped us a lot trying to secure a copy and helped us, be able to get this. So I really wanted to thank Ethan for that.
And he also got us the Mario Kart World.
And he also got us Mario Kart World too. That helped a lot. Thank you so much, Ethan. You don't realize how much this means to us.
I mean, we wouldn't be able to do this if you had to.
Yeah.
So
thank you, Ethan, for this. But yeah, we got the new console and a couple accessories, so let's get on with unboxing this.
Alright, so first off, we're going to do the Switch 2 console itself.
Yeah, so the Switch 2 is obviously the upgrade to the Nintendo Switch, but it has a couple of a lot of improvements compared to the Switch OLED, which is what mine is right there. Namely, how the Joy-Cons are put together, the fact that the screen is a lot bigger, and not only that, it has a lot more horsepower. It can output in 4K.
Yeah, basically anything that the PS5 and the Xbox Series X, is that what it's called, can run, the Switch 2 can run now.
Yeah, just not as strong as those consoles, but
it's pretty strong.
It's pretty strong. But anyways, let's go ahead and get this console unboxed. So I'll have you guys look at how the box looks and everything.
It looks pretty.
It looks pretty. I like how simple it looks. Where's the...
Should be on the bottom.
Yeah, there it is. The flap. They made it easy to open this. So I just have to open up the flap here.
Which is good news for people who like saving their boxes.
Yeah.
We don't anymore, but...
Open that.
There's the instructions.
Oh, there it is. Let me flip it over. There we go. And there's the console. Got a little bit of sawdust on it, but that's alright.
It don't look damaged, does it?
No, it doesn't. There's the console itself. It has a really
the tablet.
The tablet portion of it. And here is the Joy-Con. These are just simply called Joy-Con 2. These are magnetic Joy-Cons. They don't slide into the console like before. They literally are attached with powerful magnets. So that's really neat. Let's see what else in here. We got... this is just
instructions.
The instructions, your HDMI, and the, what do you call these?
The grips.
The grips. Yeah, so that way you can make the Joy-Con themselves controllers by themselves.
Also, you guys wouldn't think about it, but you could use these as a mouse like this.
Oh yeah, that was another thing with these Joy-Con is they have mouse controls. So you can use them for mouse gameplay and everything.
Also, I like the red and blue. It's not just black this time on the original.
Here's the grip, so you can turn the Joy-Con into an actual controller. We did get a Pro controller because we just like Pro controller. So,
we have like 10 of them.
Yeah, so there's the... It looks like the...
It's not the brick.
It's not a brick anymore. I mean it is, but it connects with USB, so that's really good. I like that. And then finally, the final thing in here should be the dock.
The dock is much bigger too.
Yeah.
And it's got a better kickstand.
Yeah. So the dock, that's what it looks like. It's got rounded edges, which I really like. It is a lot thicker than the Switch, namely because it's got a fan in the back, so it kind of reduces heating. But let's go ahead and
put it together. Now be very careful.
Yeah, I gotta be careful here.
There's the Switch 2 logo on the back.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the kickstand. Yeah, you can have a kickstand. It has a lot better kickstand than the Switch 1, OLED, and the regular Switch. The regular Switch's kickstand
Switch Lite doesn't even have one, so...
was really pitiful, to be perfectly honest.
Hey, I like my Switch Lite.
Yeah. No, I mean like the original Switch, its kickstand was really pitiful.
They were testing stuff. It was kind of a testing phase.
Alright, so...
Blue goes with blue, red goes with red.
Yeah, so we're going to put this in here. We just do this.
Yeah!
Yeah, it just snaps on like that.
That is cool.
And there you go. You got your Switch 2 console. It's really big. I like that.
Put it in the dock and let's see.
And then we're going to put it in the dock like this. And it just acts like a regular Switch. There we go. So, there we go. Alright, so let's go and unbox our accessories. Alright, so let's go ahead and unbox our accessories here. We do have a couple games. We got Mario Kart World, and we got Bravely Default HD Remaster. We'll get that too. Let's unbox the Pro Controller first.
There's a sticker.
Yeah. I see it. Let's go ahead and...
Now these Pro Controllers are supposed to be a little bit better than the Switch 1's original Pro Controllers. That's just because the Switch 2 is a more powerful system compared to the Switch 1.
I heard the D-pad is really good.
Yeah, this might be our new favorite controller. Well, yours at least, because you like the Pro Controller.
I love the Pro Controller.
Sorry to say, mine is still the PS5 controller. And everybody else is like, well, Xbox is comfortable too.
There we go. Okay.
It should come with its own charger too.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. Alright, so we got it out finally. There's the USB cord for the charging.
Just a standard USB-C.
Yeah, regular USB-C. And here's the controller itself. It looks exactly like, like how I envisioned it. It looks exactly like the Switch 1 Pro Controller. It's got a little bit white indentations on it compared to the regular old Switch Pro Controller, which is fine.
Is it heavier?
It's a little bit lighter, to be perfectly honest.
There it is.
Yeah.
Woo! I forgot about that. The red buttons on the back.
I didn't mention about that. It's got buttons on the back on the handles of the controller, so you can assign different button combinations to it. So,
I like the gray on top.
I do too. I like that.
And then there's the buttons.
So that's the Pro Controller for the Switch 2. I like that. Yeah, I like these buttons here. Nice to have that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, let's unbox the GameCube controller.
Now this is something I was looking forward to.
Yeah, you managed to get a pre-order from my Nintendo for this. This is the GameCube, NSO GameCube controller for the GameCube library on Switch 2. So...
Finally,
they put GameCube games on there. Alright, so how do I get this? There we go. That's easy.
it's supposed to come with its own cord too.
Yeah, the cord might be...
I hear it.
Yeah, there it is. That's it. There it is.
I know you like GameCube. That was one of your favorite systems.
GameCube is my favorite. Besides the Switch 1, it is my favorite console. So, of course, we had to get the GameCube controller.
Like, if I'm going to play GameCube games on there, I want to have the real experience.
Yeah. Honestly, and from what I gather, is this controller has gyro in it.
Yeah, I've seen somebody playing Splatoon 3 with it.
Yeah, so that's already a
big leap.
A big leap right there. So just it's like regular GameCube controller.
You could probably actually play it on like Wii U and stuff.
Yeah. So one thing I didn't fail to mention with the Switch 2 console, another feature is they've got this extra button called the C button.
Yep.
And that brings up a feature called Game Chat, which is basically Discord for the Switch.
It's not the capture button.
It's not the capture button. It's literally a game chat feature. You can have voice chat and everything on there. Invite your friends and have talking in a chat and everything. But yeah, the GameCube controller has that C button as well. The Switch 2 Pro controller, I'm sorry, has the C button right here.
Yep.
Right here at the bottom, which I could see myself accidentally hitting that. So.
I mean, even if you did, it wouldn't matter.
Yeah.
The one thing we did not get, that we probably get later, maybe if we decide to, is the camera.
Yeah, we didn't get the camera. We might get it at a later point, but you can use the camera to have video calls and everything on the service. Anyways, this is Mario Kart World. Again,
the big one.
This is the big launch game of the console, and our friend Ethan got us this copy of Mario Kart World, which I know that there's a big old controversy with its price. This game's $80 compared to $70, which is the standard nowadays, which it wasn't the standard for a while. It was $60.
Well, think back when the Super Nintendo was around.
Yeah.
That just dates how old we are, but think about when the Super Nintendo was around. Games then were $70, $80, some of them.
Yeah.
And the system itself was ridiculous.
Yeah, it was. But these games, the Switch physical cards, come in a different case. I actually like how the case looks.
Me too. Myself. I like the red printing and all that. Yeah,
which, I mean, the Switch cases are all red as well, but this one is very different because, one, it's got the Switch 2 logo on the top there, but the binding has different artwork on it.
Instead of just the lettering.
Instead of just red.
You want me to get one to show you?
Yeah, go ahead and bring one.
Which one?
Any one.
Let me grab the black one. Here, I'll get one of your favorites.
Okay, so I have a copy of Doom on Switch, right? On the side here, it's just red with the company name on it and the name of the game. It's just red. Whereas compared to Mario Kart World,
bring it closer.
Whereas Mario Kart World, it's just the artwork kind of wraps around the binding there. You get to see that a little bit better.
If it'll zoom. Come on, there it goes. Yep, there you go.
So that right there is kind of a cool feature I like already. But the games themselves come on these carts like the Switch 1, but there's 3. This one's a red one, red color.
I do like that.
I like that it's red. But the Switch carts come in 3 different types. You got the Switch 2 cards, which is for Switch 2 games. And then you have, we don't have an example. We'll get one when we get Rune Factory. Rune Factory is a good example of this. Whereas it's called a Switch 2 Enhanced cart, which is just a Switch 1 game with the enhancement patch on it, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
So you can pop that cart into your Switch 1 and still play it. So
it's basically 2 systems in one.
Yeah. And then finally we got this one, which is honestly caused a big controversy, and to some degree I kind of agree with it, but
here it comes.
I don't like it, but this Bravely Default Flying Fairy HD Remastered is a prime example of this third.
The key cards.
The dreaded game key cards. If you see this little thing here, at the bottom, you can probably zoom in a little bit better.
Game key card.
Game key card. What that means is that this cart, this little cart right here, is just a
placeholder in a way.
Placeholder in a way. And one thing I didn't even notice that it has a little key on it.
Don't show that too much.
Yeah. It has a little key on there. It's just a key symbol. That's what I mean.
Oh, okay.
Not a code. Thank goodness. What this does is you put this in, and you have to download the whole entirety of the game. The only little bit on there is just to say, hey, we got this game. This game is regular default. And this is basically just a downloaded game on a cart. Which is...
It's okay. I just wish they had the full physical game on there.
I would prefer it to be all on one card. Like, the whole physical game has all the data on it. But it's just an evil that we have to deal with nowadays. Because
But you still get to play the game. That's the most important thing.
Yeah, most games on PS5, Xbox have the same situation. So, it's nice enough that they actually tell you, hey, you need to download this game on there. At least they have some sort of indication you need to download on it.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I just wanted to tell you about the types of games, because there's like 3 different types of games you can get.
Switch 2 is kind of a weird system, but it's, if you're a Nintendo fan and you're wanting to play like the newer games that are coming only to Switch 2, it's definitely worth getting.
Yeah.
Like Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
That's only going to be a Switch 2 game. So that was the Switch 2, the 2 games and the accessories that we got unboxing.
Yeah, this is, I'm really excited for this. I've been excited for a while, and I know Amber has too. So, I'm just happy that we managed to secure one.
Yeah, I'm excited because I get to play the original Wind Waker.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted it for.
But yeah, thanks again to our friend Ethan for helping us get this. I'm in your debt, dude. That's all I gotta say. Thank you so much for helping us.
And also thanks to our friend Lester for giving us the technical advice on how it works.
Yeah. So, well, with that, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video we do. Take care, everyone.
Bye.